Buenos dias, amigos, amigas, from Ajijic here in the lakeside area. Now, for those who aren't aware, I got back a couple days ago, and where's the rain? The rainy season is usually mid-June through mid-October. That actually is the rainy season. The reason I say usually, because I don't see any rain. However, I did experience some rain late May for 1 hour. 1 hour was raining like cats and dogs. It was the end of May. The wind was just gushing. It was just really, really windy, but that was only for 1 hour. And I was with a friend of mine from Guadalajara. Her and I ducked into somewhere and stayed away from the rain. I do have some videos of that, but they weren't YouTube videos. I just shot them real quick. You can see them if you come down here. I'll show you those videos. But I have also done videos in the rain in the past for this channel. So you get an idea of what it's going to be like in the rainy season. So the thing about the rainy season is when it rains, it pours. And you'll find in the evenings, it'll really come down a lot of times, many, many days. And you want to be protected. And I'll tell you a little bit about some of the clothing I bring. And I'll tell you more about where you can get clothing too. But this is good quality. I got a good quality rain resistant coat here. And I got a less rain resistant. It's good quality coat, but it's not as rain resistant. Now, backpacks, bring a backpack. I do a lot of walking. Not only do I have a car, and I have done e-bikes before, and I love those e-bikes. This year, I brought a more rain-resistant backpack. The other one I had was good quality, but just didn't hold the rain. I used to walk around it. When I'm not doing YouTube videos walking, I would walk with that backpack. So you want to get something, bring something down that's really rain-resistant. Clothing, good places to shop in the lakeside area. One is a store, department store. I've showed in videos. I've actually been inside shopping. Didn't do a video in there, but I have bought things from there. It's called Apparel-Coppel, and that's downtown Chapala. You'll see that in a lot of the past videos. Also, that's kind of like, I was going to say, talk about, there's one in Jocotepec as well. And you'll find those department stores in towns that are more populated. We won't find one in Ajijic, but more populated towns or towns surrounding it that are populated. But going back to Coppel, I have shopped there, very good clothes. They have a whole floor. They're similar to a Sears. They have a whole floor of clothes. You can get apparel if you need it or something. And also, there's some family stores, family different run stores. You'll see some of those in the videos. They have good, decent clothing. And they're inexpensive too. So you can find clothing here. Also, if you're going to Guadalajara, you can get out during the day when it's not raining. Different times you can get out to Guadalajara. There's malls all over Guadalajara and surrounding Guadalajara in some of the cities there. I discovered about 3 or 4 more malls in the last year. I've known of a couple, but there's a lot of good malls. You can find good quality apparel too, also there too. Also, if you're down here, there's boutiques. You can get apparel at boutiques. There's a lot of consignment stores also. So you might be walking by one or driving by one, you see one, and then you say, light bulb goes up, hey, maybe I ought to stop in there and get something. Walmart's, you can find apparel and umbrellas there as well as some of the other places I mentioned. So you can find umbrellas there too. Also, I want to say it's great. The rainy season is great. It livens up things, although it is the colors are beautiful. They become even greener during the rainy season. And you're going to find it beautiful here too. But you want to be careful not to get caught in a rainstorm, and especially without good apparel. I got caught with mesh tennis shoes last year during the rainy season. I left my car at home. I went to a hotel. just outside the Ajijic Plaza, and thank God I knew where the budget hotels were, so I didn't have to spend a lot of money just for one night, and I found a hotel there. So I walked, and I did do a video, and I might re-upload that, but cut some of it out because it is kind of long, or it could be kind of long, but you're going to find the rain during the rainy season, and I think it's kind of cool in a way because you see the rain just going and coming in and just on the streets. It's beautiful, but it can cause mudslides too. We had a couple of years ago, there was some big mudslides in this area, and wow, there was quite a disaster here for a little while, and people really had to dig themselves out. Mexican residents, the mudslides were just terrible. But that was a couple years ago. I'm not aware of any other ones that ever happened, so that's maybe, that's in the past. So let's say that. And you're going to find that you can do a lot of things. So I ride the e-bikes, even when it's a little wet, there's puddles, but I have different types of clothing that'll protect me from it. Done a lot of e-bike videos too, and not in the rain. I try not to ride in the rain. Also, walking in the rain, it's fun when it's drizzling or it's nice, but when the downpour comes, it can be tough. I live about 3/4 of a mile from the Ajijic Plaza, and I had to, once again, I had to duck into a hotel because I didn't have transportation with me, and it was too hard to get transportation that night. A lot of it was taken, and so I ducked into that hotel. So it cost me a few bucks. Okay, no problem. So it was better for me to pay that few dollars and then and not go home completely soaked. So watch your footing also. Have type of shoes that are, when you walk in the rain, that they're not going to slide. That can happen. Watch yourself on steps wherever you go. Certain steps, not all steps, but certain steps, once that water hits, or different parts of the pavement, you'll slip, you'll slide. So be careful of that. I did fall once. And I did get a little scar on my arm here. It's gone away pretty much, but that was a couple years ago, and it was a pretty hard fall. And it was on some steps that were really smooth. And once that rain came down, hit them, I didn't think of it or wasn't aware of it. It just happened just like that. I fell. So be careful. Those are some tips. I did put out a tips on walking before. And gentleman interview with a gentleman from San Antonio. I put it up about a week or so ago. I can't remember. He talked about that video and how much he enjoyed it and it helped him. So different tips on walking, being careful. You really want to, because if you slip and you fall, it not only could be just a game changer, but it can be a life changer as well. And I know that. I've seen it happen. I've seen or know people. I mean, I've seen people fall. And I do know people who wound up in hospitals with surgeries, and someone also who had to go to a nursing home because of a fall. So you want to be careful, whether it's the rainy season or not. So with that, I've given you a lot of information, I think. Let me mention the malls, Guadalajara. Geez, Guadalajara has a lot of malls. In addition to that good store in Chapala called Coppel, and the Coppel in Jocotepec, those are like Sears. You're going to find stores in malls. In Guadalajara, you're going to find a lot of different stores. There's different malls. I discovered a few more this past year. A friend of mine from Guadalajara, she took me around and showed some of them to me. And there's some really nice malls. You can get apparel there, good quality apparel there, and also go to those family stores. You'll see those in some of the videos. I do a lot of walk videos, and you'll see those family stores. They're good too. I bought some things from family stores too, some clothing. As a matter of fact, got a vest in the closet that I bought from one of those family stores. It's pretty good too. It keeps me a little warm at night during the cold months here in Lakeside. But you'll get along pretty fine. Just be careful. you know, keep your eyes about you and keep your eyes in front of you too. And I don't go on the phone. You know, I don't want to fall. I don't want to take a slide or a fall. So I don't use my phone. I don't talk when it's rainy season like that. I just concentrate strictly on the pavement in front of me. So with that, thanks for viewing. Tap on that notification bell. You'll be notified of upcoming videos. Adios, amigo. Thanks again.